This might get weird.
Are we rolling?
We are rolling.
Well then, cheers, Grace Helbig.
Cheers, Mamrie Hart.
Apologies in advance, listeners, to probably how much I'm going to burp, because Grace and I are both rocking Tall Boys of hard seltzer.
Yeah, wow. I forgot this was grapefruit, and I don't know if I believe that this is grapefruit. This is such a crazy flavor.
Oh, you want to switch around? Let's
Have
try
you tried
each other's.
this?
Let's try each other's.
Tell me if there's something about that.
I love that at my house. There's both two different brands.
Oh, this is also grapefruit.
Of grapefruit hard seltzer Tall Boys. Mm-hmm. This tastes like grapefruit to me.
See, this one tastes more like grapefruit.
This is riveting to people listening.
Wow, guys. Remember when YouTube videos? No, it's
okay.
fine. Thank you, though. Remember when YouTube videos were just taste testing all the time? That's how you knew we reached the end of our content cycle, is that we were just like, remember when Hannah was like, I'm going to have you guys try apples blindfolded?
What's crazy, though, is like I really enjoyed it.
We were the problem. We were the problem.
Because I like the challenge, but it truly was like...
We've literally run out of ideas.
No, it's when you were going to collab with someone and you'd be like, I'll think of something clever. And then in the day of, you're just like, I'm going to go buy a bunch of hot dog buns.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to put hot dogs in a diaper and we're going to eat them. I don't know.
Oh, God. Okay, that's way grosser than a Snickers.
Do you remember there was a trend phase at one point where people were eating pudding out of diapers, and we wondered why traditional media scoffed at us.
Seriously.
We wondered why we tried to pitch Camp Dakota, and when they Googled us, that came up of us just eating out of diapers, and they were like,
I'm gonna be honest, I've never done eating candy out of a diaper. I think it was originally...
I did it once. One time. And it was Nikolai and I think Megan Tonjes was there. Maybe not. I'm not sure.
I just love it. Like, that's a baby shower game.
Yes, it is.
So you know that we're desperate when it's like, we're going to eat Snickers out of diapers and then we're going to take toilet paper and turn ourselves into mummies.
Yeah, it literally just doing bridal shower and baby shower games and being like, look how fun and stupid we are.
I told you, I got drunk the other night. Shocker. I got drunk the other night and fell into like a YouTube hole.
You were saying you physically fell into something.
A manhole.
I
was there for days.
Oh, yeah. I saw this video of the woman, it's going around big, that she's like at eating next to a fountain. And she literally goes to walk back to her chair after like taking a cute photo with her girlfriends. It looks like it's like outdoor at like a Cheesecake Factory or something. She just falls so hard into the fountain and is completely soaked from head to toe. And like no one knows what to do to help that person. It's like the worst case scenario.
You just said the most normal internet video of all time.
I know.
There was nothing wild about what you just retold.
But it's when you watch it, she gets soaked from head to toe so quickly that she... Like, and they haven't been served their food. They just started their brunch.
Oh, she was sitting at Cheesecake Factory, got up to take a photo, and now she's
going back to her seat, and now she's
with her lettuce wraps.
Yeah.
I heard a crazy cheesecake story today.
Go ahead. We ordered Cheesecake Factory last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
I've only eaten Cheesecake Factory in a Cheesecake Factory.
In the factory itself?
In the factory. I've only clocked in.
Yeah.
I've never gotten it delivered. That's
like,
next level.
It's, they really shame you with the portion sizes. It looks like it's made for catering when they send it to you.
No, you truly, if you order a pasta at Cheesecake Factory, it comes out and you're like, where's the sterno to keep it hot?
Exactly. That's it.
This is a trough.
I ordered a salad from them before and I was like, they think that we're hosting like an entire like party right now.
However,
this is a trough.
I'd rather have it that way than the opposite. Because there is nothing worse, besides like famine, war, and all that stuff.
Yes.
There is nothing worse than when you go to a restaurant and you're like, oh, I love this dish. It's so wonderful. And then you order it and you're like, bitch, this is half the portion.
Yeah. I know.
I feel like you get bigger portions normally in the restaurant because they don't want you to complain in real time. But like they don't care if you complain once you're home.
That's true. Yeah, I was bummed because over half of our spinach and artichoke dip had spilled out of the container and was unusable, but it was for the best because the half that was left was a full portion size.
Do they have a good spinach and artichoke?
Yeah. What?
Spinach and Artie. I was saving some time. we're on a nickname basis.
Yeah,
I
thought
fucking
so.
love a spinach and artichoke.
I mean,
dip.
it's super rich. It's what you expect, I guess, a Cheesecake Factory to give you. It's just like grease on top of grease on top of grease.
I was looking at a menu last night for a restaurant I've never been to and probably will never go to. This is just what I look up at night.
Your reading material.
And I saw it was like one of those menus with photos.
Yeah.
And I looked at it and I went, that spinach dip, excuse me, also moonlights as the cream spinach side.
Yeah.
I said, that's the same that's the same creamy spinach.
This is a docuseries that you should produce.
Yeah, this is
just finding all the shortcuts.
Exposing cream spinach being served as artichoke dip.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, okay. My crazy Cheesecake
Yes.
Factory story I heard today. Okay. So I told you that this morning I went and put an audition on tape.
Yes.
Guys, I'm still bad at it.
If you want to talk about shame that we've experienced.
You try putting an audition for a human part on the new SpongeBob movie in front of a man you just met.
I want to see this audition.
I'll
so
show
bad.
it to you.
Oh,
They
God.
said it. I walked in the room and I said, just so you know, I'm going to be doing some very bad acting. I was like, if you're up against a cartoon,
Yeah.
like, what are you going to do?
That's tough.
You
That's
got to
really
really use the face.
It's
But
intimidating.
so anyway, we're talking and we start talking about just like celebrities that are nice and celebrities that are awful, right?
This is just the small talk.
This is just a small. Well, because he was saying that.
And this is the reader who is in
this
the room
is the
with
reader,
you.
but
Okay.
jack of all trades, because he was saying that he also teaches some workout classes. He didn't say specifically what kind.
Okay.
But he was saying how he was having a conversation the other day about like not playing artists that are like controversial,
Right.
so no one gets offended, whether
Right.
it's like Chris Brown or Michael Jackson or whoever, like just avoiding it altogether.
Yeah.
And so then the conversation led to like, have you ever met a celebrity and they're so terrible that now you can't watch their movies because all you're thinking about is what an asshole they are?
Right.
You know, and so I was saying, well, I waited tables at this place in New York, Cafe Clooney, and like I specifically don't like some celebrities because how they treated me.
Yeah.
Not that they were mean, but they were just so dismissive.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're like a
hate
certain level
that.
of fame, you need to be insanely nice
All the
just to
time.
like feel baseline nice.
And especially to wait staff, servers, like that to me is a true litmus test of the way
That's
people
what I'm
handle
saying.
every other relationship in their lives.
Totally. So
Yeah.
I was saying like, oh, I love this person and that person. And I was like, well, who's the best celebrity you ever waited tables on? And he goes, I made out with Cloris Leachman at the Cheesecake Factory. Rest in peace. She passed away like a month ago.
Wow.
Comedy icon,
Yeah.
Cloris Leachman, who's
How-
the old lady in everything.
Wait. This person that teaches workout classes that reads and puts
he's like 40 max. He made out
Okay.
with Cloris Leachman when she was like in her 70s.
Wow, you know he's got that story on deck. He's just waiting to tell people.
Well, I kind of brought it out of him, and I was like, wait, I need to hear more. And I was like, by the way, I did only pay for a 15-minute taping, and that's all I'm going to pay for. But tell me the story. And he was basically saying that Cloris Leachman was doing Dancing with the Stars, and the studio was nearby, and she would come there like twice a week with her like very like, you know, ripped gay partner.
Wait, so this man also worked at the Cheesecake Factory?
He waited tables.
Okay.
And she would come in and he would
Yeah.
serve her a couple times a week. And then she was like, and he also said she would eat off other people's plates, like at
Wonderful.
other people's tables.
Now
She'd be
very
like,
triggering, but
she'd like go
yeah.
up to like a tourist family and steal their french fries. And I was like, goals, Cloris Leachman. But that she had a couple margaritas and was like, sit down. And then and like got close to him, and that he had to go in his head, Cloris Leachman is about to
Oh
kiss me, and I have to do it for the story.
And it's at his place of work.
Yeah.
Like, that's so wild.
Isn't that great?
How bold.
We've both just been having some major Cheesecake Factory vibes.
And the Cheesecake Factory is
Not a
place,
sponsor.
not a sponsor,
DoorDash.
but I mean, it is a place where memories are made, experiences happen, and it's always interesting, at least in my opinion. I mean, I do miss going to the Cheesecake Factory and doing some like toasty shopping afterwards.
Well, I told him, I said, I'm a big fan of Cheesecake Factory. Me and my friend, I get a Skinnylicious mojito. She gets a Skinnylicious LIT, and then we go and spend too much money on, fast fashion.
Fast fashion! And it's truly the self-care that I do miss.
It is
this
so
last
great.
year.
God, I don't know what I was talking about before Cheesecake Factory.
I know. So I feel like I cut you off from a story you were going to tell up top that we'll never know, and everyone that's listening to this now.
Well, we were talking about hard seltzers. We were talking about burping.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Grapefruit.
I think we're doing great.
Doing great. You had a big weekend.
I had a huge weekend.
I know. And so I looked at your story a little bit, but I figured I would hear from you. So I didn't want to, overindulge in what you were posting.
I appreciate you. And I didn't want to overindulge the Instagram story.
Yeah.
For the podcast. But so no, I went up and saw Chip in Vegas.
Yeah.
He's there one more week, which will have been 10 weeks.
Wow.
Living on the Vegas Strip.
That's wild.
Isn't it?
And he is still a sane, rational person.
He never was. What are you talking about? Oh my God. No, but I went up there Saturday morning and just for like a quick 48 hours. And he had like the whole weekend planned.
Well, you told me before we went to training on Friday and you were like, Chip told me I have 4, 6, and 8 that I have to be prepared for. And I was like, that sounds so insane.
Plans at 4, 6, and 8. And then he was also saying that I might be a little scared of one of them. And so I told you, I was like, I think I know what one of them is.
Yeah.
He had went to a racetrack the week before and did like racing of like very expensive fast cars. But he said that someone was there who's a professional, like a competitive drift racer.
Fun.
What, you like Tokyo Drift?
Yeah. I've never seen any of those movies, but I understand what the concept is.
Wait, you've never seen any Faster and Furious?
No, I don't think so. No, it just wasn't my jam. And then when there's so many of them, to me, they lose their specialness.
No, but there's so many of them because they're so special.
I guess that's the better way, glass half full,
to
look at it.
Hello.
And, maybe...
Why are there so many Cheesecake Factories? Because they're great and consistent.
That's true. Cheesecake Factory is the Vin Diesel of restaurant chains.
We should put a tiny, thing at the top of this episode that just says, and if you're looking to get drunk, drink every time Grace and Mamrie mention the Cheesecake Factory. No, but so... Drift racing is basically it's not high speed. It's like the crazy turns.
Yeah.
Right? And it's doing it without fucking flipping.
That's wild.
Because it is a normal car. It's not like there was a roll cage in it or you could go. But so I guess there's this guy that they employ there who's like a champ.
Okay.
He's won a bunch of drift racing. And so Chip and I go and he's like, we'll both sit in the back seat. We just do 2 laps. Are you going to be okay? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I like adrenaline.
Yeah.
I was like, and I realized what it was. I was like, I enjoy adrenaline when I can't fuck it up.
Right.
If I was driving, I can fuck it up. If I'm skydiving and pull the wrong thing, I can fuck it up.
So the concept is that on the curves, you spin your back tires out and it pulls you back around. So you're making full laps, right? It's not just you're making full
racing. Laps. I don't know if it's the back tire. I mean, it's 2-wheel drive. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what it is, but you're just kind of going drifting, horizontal.
Okay. Got it.
It's great. Yeah, you're drifting.
You're drifting. You're
fucking drifting. Yeah. But so I was like, oh no, I like being scared and adrenaline like that. If it's not a haunted house.
Right. Yes.
Oh, and apparently Shark VR.
Shark VR. Oh, yeah. Wow, that is so scary. Also, I've been trying to do Star Wars VR, and same thing. Scares the absolute crap out of me. Yeah.
Wait, what about it is scary, Darth?
All of it. Just the not understand. And they're just huge creatures next to you. And for some reason, that stuff just freaks me out.
By the way, may the 4th be with you.
I know. May the 4th be with everyone a day after. Now it's Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, may the Advil be with you.
Yeah.
Y'all, the world is opening back up. You're about to actually be seen by other people, and it's time to start taking care of yourself with a little thing called Care Of. Care Ofs are incredible. Their products are formulated with good-for-you clean ingredients that are backed by science. Plus, they're super transparent about their research and sourcing behind each of their products. Like, for example, their supplements and vitamins routine. It is so wonderful. They do these individually packaged things of vitamins that you can figure out exactly which ones you need by their easy online quiz, which I'll get to later. You can just throw it in your purse as you're going out the door. Keep some in your car, wherever you need them. That's going to remind remind you to take your damn vitamins. Studies show it can take about 30 days for you to see the benefits of a new supplement routine, so consistency is key, and Care Of's packaging helps with that. Plus, there's an app, and it allows you to track your routine and earn rewards like cool swag and discounts and even free products when you're consistent with taking your vitamins. You guys know I live for treats and rewards, so this is perfect. So about that quiz, Care Of's in-depth online quiz asks you questions about your diet, lifestyle, and health concerns to help address your specific wellness goals. Plus, the holistic online quiz is like getting a one-on-one consultation with a nutritionist without leaving your house. It helps tailor to your unique health needs. For example, I'm a vegetarian who wants a little help with my hair, skin, and nails, and I love to drink, and I probably don't get enough iron in my daily diet. So, Care Of specially formulates to my exact lifestyle. It is so convenient. It's going to be a part of your morning routine, and you are going to love it. So if you'd like to give it a try, for 50% off your first Care Of order, go to takecareof.com and enter the code TMGW50. That's 50% off your first Care Of order. Go to takecareof.com and enter code TMGW50. Start taking care of yourself.
There's no surprise that some things in the world currently stink. I'm talking PU. But you don't have to get too overwhelmed by things that stink, because we have Native here to combat those smelly odors. Native cares about the products that you put on your body. They're stopping the stink the right way, and that's the Native difference. You probably already know about Native's legendary aluminum-free deodorant, but have you tried their body wash, toothpaste, or their brand new mineral-based sunscreen? Yes, Native now has a broad-spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen for your face and body. It's lightweight, absorbs quickly, and you can choose between unscented or coconut and pineapple. They sent me the coconut and pineapple, and wow, does it smell wonderful. They're on a mission to overhaul your entire hygiene routine by putting the care in self-care with products carefully made to work against odor that are made with simple ingredients and, like I said, smell great. You can get their deodorant and body wash in scents like coconut and vanilla, citrus and herbal musk, lavender and rose, and more. And you can build your own personalized product bundles. Mix and match 3 of your favorite scents and keep them on rotation so you have something for every occasion. Stay fresh, stay clean with Native by going to nativedeo.com/TMGW20 or use promo code TMGW20 at checkout and get 20% off your first order. That's nativedeo.com/TMGW20 or promo code TMGW20 at checkout for 20% off your first order.
But so anyway, so I was like, okay. So we go outside and we're watching people go on the track. And like from the viewing deck or whatever, like it's really loud and crazy. But I was like, I don't think I'm going to be that fucking scared.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't look that bad.
Yeah.
Girl.
It's so scary.
Wild. It's not even scary. I mean, it's really fun.
Yeah.
It's just like you are being whipped around and crazy. And this guy is so in control. But while he's doing it, there's other people just racing
on the same track.
They're like fucking $200,000 cars.
Wait, so
it's all the same track.
So how do they know that they're not going to hit each other?
I guess the drifting guy just has to not hit them.
It's just like when people waltz like or freestyle on a floor and none of them hit each other. I don't understand it.
I don't understand it either. Okay. But so it was so funny. I put a video up on my Instagram. I am just giggle screaming. The whole time I go, like, I'm breaking a sweat. I keep grabbing at the door, and Chip thought I was trying to like open the door or like accidentally open the door.
Yeah.
I figured out literally the driver doesn't say anything.
Really?
The whole time.
No small talk.
No small talk when you get in, nothing, right?
Wow.
You actually hand him, they give you these little USB cords on bracelets.
Yeah.
So you hand them that because they record their video to it, right?
Footage. Okay.
But so not a word, and I'm like,
so this guy just does this all day?
He does. I think Chip said he does something like 20,000 laps a year or something, like, and he's never crashed once.
Wow. What does that do for like
your brain,
your intestinal system, all your organs? Like, is that okay?
Well, also, how do you do that all day and then like drive like a normal person home?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, where you're not just like drifting and going
by accident
110 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So it was the best, and we get back in. I'm like, thank you, and he just goes like, have fun. Have fun? And we were like, yep. And that's all he said.
Wow.
And then we get out, literally our doors. Another group comes in. It's like a revolving door.
That's what a wild job.
Career.
And to have, yeah, of course he's not going to have any small talk. He just needs to get the next person.
He just hears people screaming in his ear all day long, and he just tries to scare them. But it gave me an even bigger respect for the Fast and Furious franchise.
Wow.
Because they are just drifting all over the damn place, Tokyo included. And it's so funny, though. We went to go see a movie the next day, and they showed a preview for the next Fast and Furious. Chip was losing it. Helen Mirren's in it. And what? Helen fucking Mirren is in it.
Wait, and this is the ninth one? The ninth one.
I don't even know.
I was just looking up it. It seems like the ninth. At what point do they stop?
Or
are they just going to get away with doing this forever?
I think so. I mean, people aren't getting less into cars and money and action.
That's true.
It's more like, is Vin gonna do it in his 60s? Is there gonna be is he
gonna pass the torch? Is it gonna be like
Fast and Furious, the new class?
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, this could really go on forever. Wow. Okay,
yeah.
I will watch it at some point.
Well, we love us some Vinny D's.
Yes. Who doesn't? The musical legend Vin Diesel.
I love him. We need some more. I wonder if he'll put a new song on the new Fast and Furious.
Oh, is that what his last single was for?
I think it was just
he got
for
bored.
himself.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
Please.
When you got my cameo from Spencer Pratt, did you put me on his listserv?
No, not
because I'm currently once a week I get a Pratt Daddy email.
No, absolutely.
That's like
not.
his newsletter of products and stuff.
What? No.
Yeah.
That is so. I wish I got signed up for that.
I might unsubscribe.
Yeah, I mean,
but I was like, this. Are we now reached the point of our friendship where we put each other on mailing lists?
Wow. No, I never did that, but I wish that I had the forethought to do that to you. Just kind of a harmless prank.
It is.
What's he selling?
What are you looking up?
I'm looking up to see if Spencer Pratt, if I got an email that it went to my trash. I want to see if I've been missing out on this.
No, but it's like it's different lotions and things you can buy, but he fucked up because he could have called it Spencer's Gifts.
Oh, yeah. That might be some legal stuff. Does he sell any hummy related items?
God, hummy. I know Chip brought it up the other day. He goes, quit taking advice from that Chip. He was like, Spencer Pratt's calling me out. I don't even give you advice. I was like, Grace just had to give him something.
I had to give him names
to complain about. I also don't get advice from Randy the possum. Yeah. But Spencer Pratt doesn't know that.
He doesn't know who Randy is.
Oh, my goodness.
Did you see that Gwyneth Paltrow is doing a Goop cruise? Basically,
what?
She's paired up with Celebrity Beyond, which is like celebrity cruises.
Who wants to get on a fucking cruise anymore?
I don't know, but it's happening in 2022. I know. Okay. And she kind of posted this very interesting Instagram that said, I'll be behind the scenes working on special projects as celebrities' new well-being advisor. So she's already kind of said she's not going to be on this cruise at all.
Okay.
But
you can't do a cruise and not go on it.
That's what I mean. Can you imagine if you did your Backstreet Boys cruise and they were nowhere there to be found? That's wild.
They were everywhere to be found. I couldn't avoid them. It was a very small boat. I was like, this is a friggin' Backstreet Boys yacht.
Yeah, but this sounds to me fucking miserable.
Well, is it like you get a bunch of beauty treatments and you make your own vagina candle and stuff?
I would imagine that's what it'll be like, and that it's meant to be. She's the well-being advisor. So I imagine it's meant to be something that, restores self-care in some capacity.
But you need self-care after you get off the cruise.
Right. That's what I mean. There's a section titled on the Celebrity Cruise website, Goop at Sea, which sounds...
God. It continues to be the worst named thing of all time. I know we're not like breaking new ground, making fun of Goop, but I mean, damn.
Yeah, you can book a luxury suite on board and take advantage of the mind, body, and soul sessions sourced by the Goop team.
We love a sourced.
I don't know about... I feel like cruises have been kind of complicated lately. And
Well, complicated. I mean, like,
I feel like cruise ships are constantly breaking down and stuff's happening.
Well, breaking down, but also don't you forget that at the top of COVID, like people were stuck on the cruise ships. They wouldn't let them de-cruise.
Nightmare.
And how is there not a Tom Cruise cruise?
I know. That's the guy that really should get celebrity cruise ships.
That's what I'm screaming.
The Tom
or a
Cruise?
J. Cruise. Like J. Crew.
For
just
like J. Cruz, that's some TikToker. I don't know.
Very preppy people. I'm trying to think of like if we were going to take over, if they were
Penelope Cruz.
Yeah, if they were like cruise ships are hella cheap right now.
Terry Crews.
Wow, he was just in the news today.
Yeah.
The News Cruise.
The News Cruise.
Blues Cruise. For kids?
For kids, yeah. Okay. See, there's lots of
a shoes cruise. Okay, I gotta stop.
Maybe we should be the ones that are reinvigorating the cruise community.
That's what I'm screaming. Yeah, if they were like, look, we're gonna give you this cruise ship at cost because like it's no one wants to go on them. What theme would you choose when you're like, this will definitely make money?
Oh God, that's a great Cheesecake Factory.
A Cheesecake Factory cruise.
Well, one, I would ask if there's any budget, which there wouldn't be, to have the sizes or have the amount of rooms and just knock walls down to make them twice the size.
That's a great call.
I don't want to make any money, but it's just a claustrophobia nightmare for me, those ideas of rooms. So I don't know. What would yours be? I'd have to think about this.
Well, I'm going into it with the idea of who has like the most rabid fans. That would be like, oh, I don't give a fuck. You know, like with the Backstreet Boys, like those people had Backstreet Boys tattoos. Yeah. They had pictures on all their doors showing previous times they'd met the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, that's
like grown ass women.
Intense.
So it's like, do you do your Billie Eilish cruise?
That's who I was thinking of. I was just like looking at their Vogue pictures earlier today, but I also feel like Billie Eilish might be like too cool to do a cruise, or she'd think they're hilarious and would do a cruise. It was funny.
Or do you do like a straight up Twilight cruise? Because people who love those series still love them.
That's true. You know what I would do?
What?
Because I read earlier that there's a possibility that there's going to be a sequel to Spice World.
I saw that too, and I got really excited.
Me too, and it's the vaguest article ever. And basically, Posh still isn't, showing any signs, but they said that the rest of the girls have approached a very prestigious screenwriter with the idea of wanting to potentially do this for the 25th anniversary of Spice World.
Is it 25
I know.
years?
Same thing. I was trying to do the math. I guess it came out in like 97 or something. So
yes, because I went my freshman year of high school. My boyfriend could drive, and I...
Oh, yeah. You said that.
I tell you this? And I went opening night, and I made him get tickets in advance, and we got there early because I was like, it's gonna be packed. And we were the only people in the theater.
Amazing.
We got to go back and watch the Spice World.
That's what I was. Yeah.
I want to write it.
I know. I was like, who is this prestigious screenwriter? Oh, I'm sorry. A quote, renowned screenwriter.
Okay.
And that basically Sporty Baby and Scary all seem down for this. They don't make any mention of Ginger in this article. Just, oh, no. Ginger is maybe, I guess, also into it, and the Victoria is the only one that doesn't seem to give a fuck.
Because Posh doesn't need any money.
She doesn't need it.
First of all, the Hubs, they're a double income home like nobody's business.
Oh, yeah.
And then also she's got the crazy clothing brand.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry, rest of the Spices, you didn't do a clothing line or a spice line. Let's be honest. I would have taken that.
See, that.
Do you know how much ginger I drink and eat? She should have gotten in on some type of sports drink for Sporty Spice,
and
Scary
baby spice, like spices for babies. Mild spices for babies.
Wait, why are you trying to feed our baby spices?
I'm saying Baby Spice starts her mild Baby Spice line.
I was going to say spicy baby clothing.
Oh, yeah, that too.
I'm like, ooh, that baby is spicy.
Victoria Beckham, another thing I read about her, said that she was talking about, I guess, on some Instagram Live or something.
Okay.
Which is wild that she does those. That she's got a bucket of baby teeth, like in her.
Excuse me?
Yeah, in her house. That's like, you know, her kids' teeth that get lost. That she just feels too sentimental to throw them away.
So she keeps them in a small bucket.
And she's thinking of adding gold-dipped children's teeth to her next apparel collection.
First of all, Dirty 30 did it first.
Right.
Why is no, because
but also, who wants to buy someone else's gold dipped baby teeth?
Wait, but then I read a thing before that her son Brooklyn and his girlfriend each had one of their teeth on a gold necklace,
and he also has a full tattoo of like a love letter she sent him on his neck.
Here's the deal:
it's a lot.
You're never gonna end up with the person you're with when you're 20.
Yeah, well, they're 26.
Are they that old?
But I think he's like younger. I think she's 26 and he's
fuck.
like 21 or something. I know. He's 22.
I've officially spent too much of my precious life discussing this Brooklyn or Romeo posh. I don't know their actual last names. Wait, what's her husband's name?
David
Beckham.
Bend It Like Beckham. David Beckham. Yeah, remember, speaking of movies,
Bend It Like Beckham.
Could you imagine? This household has Spice World and Bend It Like Beckham.
Could you imagine if someone came to you and they'd be like, hey, we actually need something cleared. What's up? There's a movie that's being shot called Fart Like Mamrie.
like shower like Grace.
Yeah, is that like smell like Helbig? And you'd be like, what? That's what I do?
Well, their kids are like, it says that they're 22, 18, 16, and 9. And so their kids have both the hottest, coolest parents in the world and the most embarrassing parents in the world.
Yeah, it's true.
Their mom is Posh Spice from the Spice Girls, and their dad is one of the greatest soccer football players of all time, but also did Bend It Like Beckham.
I have the Spice Girls record. Chip got it for me.
Right, yeah.
He thought it was the Spice Girls album, and he got me Spice World, and then he was like, that won't
Very
do.
upset.
And then he got me the Spice. Wow, okay. When I was growing up, I loved jigsaw puzzles. I loved word searches. I loved all these brain teasers to keep my little forming, growing, wrinkly brain sharp. And you know what? It's no different now. Because as a kid, we didn't play for the sake of winning prizes. Well, mostly. It was about having a good time, doing new things, and never wanting the fun to end. And that's why you are going to love Best Fiends. It always leaves you feeling refreshingly challenged and like you might have just gotten a little bit smarter. With Best Fiends, you solve tons of fun puzzles with just the right amount of challenges and strategy involved. Let's see, right now I am on level 112. I'm in the desert path. I have been crushing the Fiends. It's like my little me time wind down moment at the end of the night. And you guys, I just love it. It's cute little creatures. It's puzzle solving. It's always changing, and they're adding new levels, new challenges, so I never feel bored. Like every time I open up the app, I'm like, oh, what kind of crazy little challenge are these fiends gonna get up to today? It is so much fun. I cannot stop playing. Best Fiends has something new to play every day. It is endless, and the adorable collectible characters just keep coming. You're gonna have a tough time choosing a favorite. However, my current favorite is Temper, just because I think that's a hilarious name, and he looks like this little beetle or something, but he kicks butt. I am obsessed with him. So if you're itching for a fun puzzle game with a no game over, give Best Fiends a try. Just don't blame me if you can't put that down and your partner is like, hey, could you put the phone away? I'm trying to go to sleep and your bright fiends are getting in my way. So if you'd like to, give this one a spin. You download the 5-star rated puzzle game Best Fiends free today on the App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R. Best Fiends. Give it a shot.
Today we have support from one of my favorite companies, HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. And that's why it's America's #1 meal kit. They cut stressful meal planning and grocery store trips out of the equation. Like I said, you can enjoy cooking and getting dinner on the table in about 30 minutes or less, or you can get meals ready in 20 minutes or less. With their lightning prep recipes and quick breakfasts and lunches, they're perfect for your busy schedule. They offer 25 plus recipes to choose from each week, from vegetarian meals to craft burgers, extra special gourmet options. There's something for everyone to enjoy, with all recipes designed and tested by professional chefs and nutritional experts to ensure deliciousness and simplicity. Literally last night I made Elliot and I beef bulgogi meatballs. They have like this ginger and teriyaki, and it's just so wonderful, and it takes literally a half hour to get it on the table, and it's just really enjoyable. It's super fun. It gives you this false sense of like a superpower in the kitchen, and I will take that. Now, if you want to take that, go to hellofresh.com/TMGW12 and use code TMGW12 for 12 free meals, including free shipping. Again, hellofresh.com/TMGW12 and use code TMGW12 for 12 free meals, including free shipping.
Oh, well, speaking of...
Yeah, what else happened in Vegas?
Oh, a lot. Well, I bowled my best bowling game of all time.
Wow. So you're doing all the... I feel like a little left behind, but excited about like watching and vicariously living through you doing all of these like life experiences again.
I'm excited. Well, here's the deal, is that we were going to see a movie at this casino, and Chip rented out the whole theater.
I saw that.
You can do that for $100.
That's insane and great. What a great idea.
Because he wanted to go see this anime movie called Demon Slayer, right? And I was like, there's no way I'm doing that sober.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I was like, even if it's just like one beer, like I have to have a safety blanket, a booby or something. And so he rented it out, and it's the highest grossing movie of all time in Japan.
Is it new?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. See, I don't, the whole anime world, I am so not proficient or know anything about.
Or interested in. Me neither.
Well, I've gotten a little bit interested in it.
Wait, what? How dare you?
No, only because I was talking to someone on my podcast the other day, and Open Mike Eagle, actually.
Oh, he loves anime.
Super into it. And the way, and that episode will be out on Monday if you want to listen to it. The way he describes anime in that episode was so interesting to me that I was like, your pitch is like something that would get me to watch.
See, and the thing is like Chip loves it, and like loves the storytelling of it, and loves the art of it, and like is really, loves he's not watching like just light, fluffy anime. He's watching
it's like psychological kind of craziness.
But I just haven't been able to get into it. And so I go and watch that movie, and I am just like, okay, right. And like laughing and drinking my White Claws, and like Chip cries. This is the second time he's seen it. He saw it by himself last week and was like, I'm going to go. You have to see this. You have to see this, Mamrie.
Oh, that's so cute.
But it's this one scene, spoilers for you guys who are going to see Demon Slayer, where like this guy Rengoku dies. And then like the kids, like the Demon Slayer kids who like look up to him, they start crying. And then a crow flies by with a tear in his eye, and I lost it. And I was like, the crow. And then I look at Chip, and he's got tears. And it was one of those things. Love him so much. It's one of those things where I was like, I feel bad that I'm not emotionally affected at all by this.
Totally. Yeah.
One of those things.
The defense mechanisms go up of just being like, this is the silliest thing I've ever seen.
Right. It's so silly, but we had a great time. But and it was like such a cool, fun experience to just be able to like pimp move, guys.
How fun.
If you want to go see a movie and you can reserve the whole theater, it is a very fun experience.
Yeah. And time is running out on, that availability.
Yeah, totally.
Like people are going to be going to movie theaters again.
Absolutely.
And you won't be able to do that.
But so in that same, like right beside it in that casino was a bowling alley with like 60 lanes, like a ton. So we bring our balls.
Perfect.
And our shoes, as we do, because we don't fuck around.
Yeah.
We're 95 years old.
You're not fake fans.
We go up there, and as we start walking into the casino, I see a big banner that says like, welcome, insert the letters, bowling championship. And then we look around and we realize like everyone has roller bags of bowling balls.
Whoa. So
and so I'm like, oh, well, maybe okay, they must have had like a bowling tournament here this weekend, but now it's Sunday afternoon.
Right.
And like it'll be over and we'll be able to play. And Chip was like, uh-oh, should I look this up? I'm like, when would this ever happen? Of course not.
Never think a bowling tournament would be happening right
No.
now.
And so I'm like, I'm sure it's over. We walk up. This is the biggest bowling tournament in the country, and it lasts for 2.5 months.
What?
The sign, okay, we were there on May 2nd, Sunday. The sign says, sorry for your inconvenience. The blah, blah, blah tournament will be going from May 1st to July 13th.
Whoa.
It's a 2.5 month bowling competition.
Is this like a professional
No,
thing?
so it's like the biggest amateur one,
Oh,
I think.
okay.
But so we
That's
go up
still
there.
wild that they could like do that. That's
for that many
crazy.
people coming in
Yeah.
and out of Vegas from all over the country.
Yeah, that seems crazy.
So we go up there and people are bowling and like it's all teams with like matching outfits and stuff,
Oh,
or like
cute.
couples, or like, you know, pairs of 2, pairs of 4. And we're like, well, we might as well get our balls shined while we're here, right? That's what Chip said. And so we go do that, and then there's 2 old men who are also getting their balls shined. And there's one old man, he's probably like in his 80s, plaid shirt with just a leopard print mask.
Amazing. Amazing.
And so we get the skinny on it, and they're like, oh yeah, people come from everywhere.
wow.
You bowl. It's like, you know, we've been doing it. You've got to, this is how you qualify, you know, and we had a game last night at 8:00. We had one at 11 today. We got,
Wow.
and I was like, this just must be like retired life for some people.
Wow, yeah.
So we look around, we're like, oh man, we really wanted to bowl, but we're just like kind of yucking it up with these old guys.
Mm-hmm.
So then we go somewhere else because we have 2 hours. We
Yeah.
bowl. It's like a kind of like arcade, and they have like 4 lanes. And I bowl a fucking turkey.
Look at you go.
I was like
you've
inspired.
You've never been in a pandemic. Like you've only been bowling.
I bowled my first game. It was fine. I beat Chip. I beat my second game, and I'm like, wow, we've gotten to the 10th frame, and I've only left 2 pins up.
Wow.
Like all spares and like 5 or 6 strikes.
Good for you.
And of course, Chip is just like, you've got a better score than any woman that was in that tournament right now. Well, you know, I'm like freaking out. I bowl a 188.
Holy shit.
Couldn't believe it.
That's incredible.
That's my best score of all time.
See, you've been working out. You're getting really strong.
Stronger.
Yeah.
I'm getting stronger. So then we go back to see the movie, and we're like, let's pop back into the bowling alley for like 1 second just to see what's up. We get there, and we see these people crowding around one of the lanes, and then I look up, and it's this guy in the 9th frame, and I go, he's got a perfect game. So then we watch him bowl the 9th frame, strike.
Wow.
10th frame, strike. Another one, strike.
Oh, no.
And now it's like the 3rd of the 10th frame, strike. We watched a perfect game.
Wow. That's so cool.
It was amazing.
I'm glad that had a happy ending. I thought that was going to be
so scared.
devastating.
Like me and Chip were both like, oh my God, I'm so nervous for him. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. And you got to be like, this guy probably bowls like 50 games a week.
Right.
Like, I'm sure he'll deal with it, but everyone was watching.
Yeah, so much pressure.
Yeah.
Oh, but good for him.
It was pretty great.
Also, what a crazy tournament. So, like, if
2.5 months.
do well in that, you live in Vegas for 2.5 months?
Right?
That's insane.
Isn't
mean,
it?
Why not?
That's how long Chip has been here.
I know. I'm
or
like,
been there this whole time.
That's so nuts.
It
but
was
good for them.
But it was a good time. And
That's
now
sweet.
I've got the bowling bug back.
Yeah. I mean, that seems like a great first like activity to do out in the real world.
Well, if you
again.
have your own balls,
Right, that's
you're
what
not
I mean.
sticking holes in other people's holes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fingers
That's
in holes.
before you go to bowling.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you've got your own equipment, then
Do you guys have gloves? Do you wear gloves?
no.
No, you're not dorks.
No. No. Like a wrist support?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Not
I
there
mean,
yet.
we bowl like 3 games a month.
Right. I mean, you haven't bowled in a year. So
Exactly.
yeah.
But I'm pretty excited about it.
Very cool.
Have you guys been doing anything fun?
The bowling season is upon you. What have we been doing? No, Elliot had his residential.
He had the school thing that you
school
had a week
thing,
before.
So we were just getting MC hammered at the end of every school day for him.
It
but
happens.
I will say, I found, I didn't realize after I moved, my bag of crystals. Like I put on my, at one point in my
wow.
life, I had purchased various crystals.
I was going to say, that was a little phase when you were like
Yeah.
super into it. What does Elliot, who is like really into psychology and like that kind of
He's-
stuff, what does he think about your
He's into
crystal
like
life?
tarot and he's into that kind of thing, but obviously he has, a healthy amount of skepticism,
There
but
we go.
also thinks it's like
Fun.
interesting and will never like shit on it completely. The crystals though, I found them like in my drawer when I was looking through stuff the other day, and I was like, oh my God, the bag of like all these crystals that I haven't done anything with. And so I started like looking up because I forget what they all are and what they're all supposed to do.
Yeah.
But I put them like all out on a table. I feel like, you know, you're supposed to handle crystals and like clean them and charge them and all. I do all.
Yeah,
and
I can't. There's too much upkeep.
I have to learn how to do all that because I feel like we turned into Looney Tunes this weekend, and part of me thinks that me just leaving out all these crystals
affected your energy,
made us crazy people this weekend. I felt like my emotions were up and
you
down.
Were just drunk.
That too, but
No.
I also think that there was some weird crystal energy. So if anyone out there can tell me, I'm cleaning my crystals to like, you know, you're supposed to cleanse them, and then I know that you're not supposed to like put them just all together somewhere because some of them like have competing energies
combined. They kept implanted.
And so I have to do some legwork to figure out like what I'm supposed to do with these. So if anyone out there wants to let me know just like quick beginner tips on what to do with these, because it's also funny too to look up like what they all do and like identify them again and realize that they're all about anxiety and they're all about like staying grounded and trying to get your creativity back. And I'm like, oh, so I've been struggling with this stuff for a long time now.
Oh my God. Wait, do you like wash crystals?
You can. I looked up. So
is there like a crystal wash? We could make a mint,
right?
Like a crystal.
I'm sure it's
soap.
on Goop somewhere.
Yeah,
but you can do all different types of things to cleanse them. The one that I was doing is putting some in salt water, cleanses them. You can also use like bigger crystals like rose quartz to just like sit next to them, and that's supposed to cleanse them. I know.
Babysit it.
Yeah, basically. There's all different types of ways that you can cleanse them.
I'm talking about when your crystals are gunky, not when they're like energy is blocked.
Well, so you can do salt water, but you can't do it for like porous crystals that it'll like actually affect like the sheen and whatever the texture of it. So I'm doing it for some of them, but also like when you get really into it, you can charge them by like the moon cycles and stuff. And it is a lot. So that's why I've always been like, I've had these crystals, but I've never learned like the way you're supposed to have them or treat them.
Totally.
But I feel like my anxieties. We're all over the place this weekend.
We were talking about this. This is to y'all listeners listening. We were talking about this before. Like I have had more anxiety than normal. I was just getting hard seltzer at 5 o'clock.
I was getting like panic attacks or like the start of them like in the afternoons. And then by Sunday, or was it yesterday maybe, that I like looked over and just saw all these crystals had been just sitting out on the shelf in our kitchen.
Which one of you has been a little rascal?
Some of you, I think, should not all be together like that, and you're creating this chaos energy that we're feeding off of right now. But who knows?
Who knows? I just feel like the world is opening up. Responsibilities are truly coming back, or like excuses not to be responsible.
And then also the reflection of like, what the fuck have I actually done this last year, and where am I at, and where am I trying to go right now? It starts to flood your brain.
Well, I'll tell you where we're trying to go. Grace and I booked a vacation.
Hell yeah. And I immediately bought new clothes.
Did you? I'm gonna look like a turd.
Well, I need new clothes anyway. I wear the same 4 shirts in rotation that you guys see on the videos for this every week.
We need, for me and you to get this, might get weird bathing suits. So that way we can always be repping.
Wow. That is very true. I know we are, not to spoil, like kind of working on some new merch ideas.
Yeah, we are. We're really excited. Fuck it. Let's do a fucking segue. We got patreon.com/this might get weird.
Oh, which, by the way, what I did do over the weekend, I watched Australia Drag Race.
I watched it last night.
I will say, I love the Down Under queens.
Yeah,
There's
they're good.
Energy and a playfulness about them that isn't always inherent in the U.S. stuff. And so on our Patreon,
Australians are goofy as fuck.
So funny and like just so playful. And so I was so very, very kind of surprised that I was so into all of them. And I'm doing recaps on our Patreon every week.
Like Australia, it's never like I'm a fashion queen. It's like I'm out of control.
Right.
They're very anime-y.
Very anime-y, very goofy, but also still like poised, polished too. Yeah. It's not. I'm really a big fan.
Are your crystals still out? I'm worried.
They might be.
This sounds like the beginning of a horror movie.
No, they're cleaning. They have to sit in the salt water for 48 hours.
48 hours?
Yeah, which is fine because it gives me time to figure out what the fuck to do with them.
Well, you know where I bet you could find some advice? Pratt Daddy's
Yeah, that's
mailing list that you definitely didn't sign me up for.
No, but that doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like this was a drunk Mamrie signed up for.
I absolutely did not. All of a sudden, like, I know that, the man is always listening. And if now I'm going to get like Cheesecake Factory ads because my phone has heard me say it. But I haven't like spontaneously been signed up for like a mailing list. So
yeah, I have no idea. Also, I didn't put your email address on anything with the Cameo because it got delivered to me.
I got this earlier today. Pratt Daddy, living body potions to facilitate longevity.
Is he a father?
Yeah, they have a couple kids.
Okay, so
but they have a lot of oh my god, they have like
is he still married to
Moon
the
Dew
girl
perfume? Yeah, Heidi Montag.
Yeah, they're still a thing.
Yeah,
wow, that is
isn't it crazy?
Surprising, but good for
guys,
them.
People, yeah. Once you go Pratt Daddy, like you don't go back. You charge those love crystals and you keep it coming.
I do love that he is coming for Goop.
Yeah, absolutely. A Goop Daddy showdown.
Mm-hmm.
I'm exhausted.
Me too.
I think we're going to wrap up here.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you guys for listening. Patreon.com/This Might Get Weird. Also, new merch coming soon. Also, tweet at us what your themed cruise would be.
Yeah.
TMGW cruise.
Ooh, I'm
hashtag.
excited.
I just gave them a hashtag.
Wow.
Whoa.
I'll have to start using Twitter again.
This is legit. This got weird.